It's time for a Drunk Talk TV Music Industry News Desk Report.
Strap yourself in for where prohibited batteries not included, not available in state of shock.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Drum Talk TV News Desk Report coming to you live August 29th, 2025, or you might be checking this out on the repost, the archive, what have you. We were trying to figure out some technical stuff with Shiley, and we're still trying to figure that out. But in the meantime, I'm Steven Shinder, and on this episode, we are joined by co-host April Samuels. How's it going?
What's up, Steven? Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, and you're a drummer, and you also founded Breast Cancer Can Stick It. So go ahead and tell our viewers all about that for anyone who might not be familiar.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm a drummer, a breast cancer survivor, founder of Breast Cancer Can Stick It. Last year, I released a book called Breast Cancer Can Stick It. But basically, when I was diagnosed in 2010, I just felt the urge to do something. And so I combined my passion for drumming with my passion for fighting breast cancer and started raising funds. And we're like 13, 15 years in, getting close to 15 years in now, and have raised nearly $1 million to fight breast cancer for research and trials, mammograms, and financial assistance for breast cancer treatment. And the last thing I'll throw in there, Stephen, is our largest event is called Drumathon. And in fact, Drum Talk TV was a sponsor, and Dan Shinder was one of the co-hosts and the MCs for the first couple of times we did our events. But Drumathon features celebrity drummers, and it's going to be held November the 2nd here in Dallas at Legacy Hall.
Nice. Yeah, and folks, you can also check out the organization in the link in the description. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. And in honor of April co-hosting this episode, we've created a drumtalktv.brilliance.com discount code for the premium membership on the site, which will give people 6 months of the premium level membership for free. So people can just go to drumtalktv.brilliance.com, select the premium sign-up option, and use the code DTTVB April over at checkout, and I'll even post that in the comments in a moment. But yeah, premium members get access to our past Q&As and virtual concerts, and can even also have access to upcoming live Q&As and such. We've had Rudy Sarzo, Oliver Wakeman, McStein and Miniman, and just to name a few. And again, the code is DTTVB April. It's in all caps, and it expires Sunday, September 7th, 11:59 p.m. Pacific U.S. time. We also have a Labor Day weekend sale going through September 1st, 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, where you can use the code DTTVBLD9 to get 25% off a year of the premium membership, which would end up being $9 a month or $90 per year, depending on which option you choose. So feel free to use whichever deal you'd prefer. So now, in the meantime, it is time for the icebreaker segment. So let's go ahead and play this.
Now it's time for
So, April, I have an icebreaker for you. So is there a song that whenever you hear it, it reminds you of a film or TV show that you heard it in? Like, when you listen to it, do you think of that movie or TV show first? I guess is the thing. Yeah. What song would that be?
I mean, like, instantly when you said that, I was like, definitely Don't You Forget About Me, Simple Minds, Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, that's like the first thing that I went to in my head when you said that. How about you?
Yeah, that's a good one. And wow, that movie is like, I think it turned 40 earlier this year.
Dude,
and
don't
yeah,
even say that.
Just kidding. It's only 10 years old.
Right. We're super young.
But one that came to mind for me is the Kansas song "Carry On, Wayward Son."
Great song.
whenever I hear it, the first thing that comes to mind is the scene from that Adam Sandler movie Happy Gilmore that it appears in. Like, I think he accidentally drops something on someone, and then it's like, carry on my wayward so it's funny timing. Yeah.
We should have thought of Bohemian Rhapsody too, like in Wayne's World. That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
That's a big one for like karaoke nights. So like I feel like everyone knows how to sing that song. You know?
Everybody knows how to do this for sure to that song, and the appropriate part.
Yeah, the head bopping. Yeah,
right.
That's a really fun scene. That one.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, but now it's time for the next segment. And folks, feel free to comment on that icebreaker throughout the show if you're coming in late. You know, what's a song in a movie or show that when you listen to the song reminds you of that movie or show right away? But okay, now it's time for this next segment.
It's time for This Day in Music History. Why not the whole week? Because we'd be here forever.
All right, so we're talking about some interesting things that happened in music history on this date, August 29th, in different years. So going backwards, starting from 2006, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles was voted the best #1 album of all time by the British public. Originally released in 1967, it topped the poll to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the UK album chart. The Beatles had a total of 4 albums in the top 10 on the chart.
Wow. And about 25 years ago, back in 2000, Slipknot caused chaos at that year's Kerrang Awards, where they smashed glasses, lit their table on fire, threw a monitor off the stage, and destroyed a microphone. They picked up 3 awards, including Best Single and Best Live Act.
Wow. That's quite a lot that happened there. You know?
Yeah. Totally, man.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what happens in rock and whatnot, you know?
That's how you get your awards, actually, I think.
Yeah. All right. And in 1994, well, actually the year I was born, funny enough, bit of trivia there, Oasis released their debut album, Definitely Maybe, which ultimately spent 177 weeks on the UK chart. It was also the fastest selling debut album of all time in the UK, going on to sell over 8 million copies worldwide. The album was embraced for its optimistic themes and rejection of negative outlooks on grunge music at the time. I think that's pretty nice. And, you know, time is cyclical, and I think people are looking for more optimistic themes like continuously over time, you know?
Yeah, right. And I mean, like it says there was a lot of negative outlooks in the grunge music scene at the time. So
yeah,
pretty positive way to turn that around for sure. You know, you threw out some trivia, so I will too. 1987, year I graduated high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this one. It's Rick Astley's debut hit, Never Gonna Give You Up, started a 5-week run at #1 on the UK singles chart. The track became the biggest selling single of 1987 and went on to win the Best British Single at the 1988 Brit Awards. And who doesn't love that song? Come on. I'm like already, never gonna give you up.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever want to trick someone into thinking, yo, check out this video about this other thing, and you just send them the link to that song's video, like, who doesn't enjoy that, you know?
Yeah, it's all happened to us, and we all love it.
Yeah. And also in 1987, Def Leppard scored their first UK #1 album with Hysteria, which also became #1 on the US chart in July of 1988 after spending 49 weeks working its way to the top.
Yes, love me some Def Leppard. And on this day in 1981, the 2-day Rock on the Tyne Festival kicked off in Gateshead, England, featuring a number of notable acts, including Elvis Costello, U2, Roy Gallagher, Dr. Feelgood, the Ginger Nutters, featuring Ginger Baker, and others. we'll actually talk more about Ginger Baker in the next segment, so be sure to stay tuned for that.
Indeed, we will. And in 1966, the Beatles played their last concert to a paying audience at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, California, to a sold-out crowd of 25,000. John Lennon and Paul McCartney, knowing that this would be their last concert, brought cameras on stage to take pictures between songs. During that tour, the group hadn't played a single song from their most recent album. Wow, that's kind of weird to me. Like, even when bands tour today, they'll play at least like maybe one or two songs from the new album. So that's kind of bizarre to me.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's also crazy that it was sold out and it was only 25,000 people, and it wasn't, a larger venue where there would be more people seeing that last show,
Yeah, like a stadium or something like that.
Right. All right, back in 1965 on this day, just a year before their last concert, the Beatles appeared at the Hollywood Bowl in California during their U.S. tour. Tickets cost a mere $3, and both this performance and the one on August in 1964 were compiled into a live album in May of 1977. $3, man.
Wow, $3. Like, even at dive bar concerts, it's like, I don't know, at least $5 or $10. So
yeah, at least you're right. It's
interesting.
Nuts,
yeah. In 1964, Roy Orbison's song "Oh Pretty Woman" was released in the U.S. and went on to reach #1 4 weeks later. The title is inspired by Orbison's wife Claudette, who interrupted a conversation to announce that she was going out. Orbison asked if she was okay for cash, and his co-writer Bill Dees interjected, "A pretty woman never needs any money." Wow. I don't even know how to respond to that.
It's totally true, man. You see, if you just go to a bar, and if they're a nice looking woman, you just go to a bar and you're just like sitting there like, can I buy you a drink? True story, man.
Okay.
Factual.
All right. Right. So now it's time for some Drum Talk TV stuff. So here we go. Let's see what's in the news at Drum Talk TV. Yeah. Gotta love those jingles.
Yes, man. I'm like, they need to be longer. I want to hear the full song. All right, everybody, mark your calendars and join us for our next music game show on Tuesday, September the 16th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for a trivia game on the best 60s, 70s, and 80s live albums. Visit www.DriveTalkTVBrilliance.com. Go to the calendar and RSVP to receive the Zoom link directly in your inbox the day of the game. Do it.
Yeah, they're fun, and people can win even by guessing. So, you don't have to be like a super deep expert or whatever. Just give it your shot, All right. So we have three. Yeah. Sometimes I don't do so well, or, because I work on the back end of stuff during those game shows, I'm being like the help desk person in the Zoom chat and also doing all these other things, but also having the game open. And sometimes I try to answer the question before the time runs out. And because it takes me a while, I get less points, or I'll miss the question accidentally because I'm doing all this other stuff.
It's not fair, man. You should get somebody else to do the back end stuff sometimes so you can like nail it,
Right. So we have 3 music challenges still going on this month, and the deadline is quickly approaching. First, second, and third place winners can win music store gift certificates worth up to $125 and a chance to be interviewed on Drum Talk TV. The Joey Jordison and Start It Up challenges have been extended to August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Pacific US time. Here's a video about the Joey Jordison challenge. If I can find... Yeah, here it is. Drum Talk TV Brilliance presents the Joey Jordison Tribute Drumming Challenge. Submissions window now extended through August 31st, 2025, 11:59 p.m. Pacific US time. Play along to tracks featuring the legendary Slipknot drummer. whether they be from that band, Scar the Martyr, Murder Dolls, many possibilities. First, second, and third place winners can win a gift certificate to their favorite music store, as well as a free Drum Talk TV shirt. Shirts only ship in the US. And first place will have the chance to be interviewed live on Drum Talk TV. The tracks you play along to must be the officially released versions. They will not get muted or pulled from a platform. Record your videos horizontally. Once done, submit in our membership site, which has a free tier and a premium tier. Free members can send in 2 videos, premium members can send in however many they want. Your videos will be reviewed and graded on accuracy, fan praise, and sound. For the fan praise factor, invite people to comment the word vote under each video they like. The judging criteria is explained further on the submissions page. Go to drumtalktvbrilliance.com and join the fun!
Amazing. And it looks like you said, the challenge has been extended to August 31st. So that started up challenges for instrumentalists of all kinds, not just drummers. Play an ostinato with your instrument to mimic the sound of a motor starting up. Here's a video with a couple of cool examples. Check it out.
Now extended through August 31st, 2025, 11:59 p.m. Pacific US time. Join the Start It Up challenge at drumtalktvbrilliance.com for a chance to win prizes. This is not just for drummers. Pretend you're starting a motor and then play some sort of ostinato on your instrument. If you submit a video like this, or like this, you could win a first, second, or third place gift certificate to a favorite music store, as well as a free Drum Talk TV shirt, only shipping in the US. First place can also have a Drum Talk TV interview. Judging criteria will be based on the following: 50% creativity, 30% playing skills, and 20% fan praise. Invite people to comment the word vote under your video. To get in on the challenge, you can be a free member of Drum Talk TV Brilliance and submit up to 2 videos, or become a premium member and submit as many as you'd like. So join the fun and show us what you got! Alright, and before we talk about this next one, I just want to read a couple comments here real quickly. So, see, Robson Miller says, "Hi, a Brazilian drummer here living in Lisbon." Hi, Robson. Thanks for tuning in and chiming in. And William Powell says, tuning in from Dallas, Texas, here for the badass April beat drums.
What's up, Bill?
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right. So this last of these 3 current challenges is the Ginger Baker Tribute Drumming Challenge, running through August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Pacific. Play along to tracks featuring Ginger from any era of his long music career. And here's a video about that. Drum Talk TV Brilliance presents the Ginger Baker Tribute Drumming Challenge, running until August 31st, 2025, 11:59 p.m. Pacific US time. For his birth month, play along to tracks featuring the legendary drummer. First, second, and third place winners can win a gift certificate to their favorite music store, as well as a free Drum Talk TV shirt. Shirts only ship in the US. And first place will have the chance to be interviewed live on Drum Talk TV. As per our rules, the tracks you play along to must be the officially released versions. No need to worry about them getting taken off our platform, whether they be from Cream, Ginger Baker's Air Force, his solo work, Hawkwind, pretty much any official track he's played on. Record your videos horizontally. Once done, submit in our membership site. Free members can send in 2 videos. Higher level members can send however many they want. Your videos will be reviewed and graded on accuracy, sound, and fan praise. For the fan praise factor, invite people to comment the word vote under each video they like. The judging criteria is explained further on the submissions page. Go to www.drumtalktvbrilliance.com and join the fun.
so killer. And in case you guys missed it, earlier this week, Dan announced the winners of the Steve Gadd Tribute Drumming Challenge, which ran through June and July. So check it out if you haven't already, and congratulations to all the winners.
Yeah, congratulations indeed. All right, and we have had several fan Q&As this month over at Drum Talk TV Brilliance, and the archives for those can be accessed by premium members of the site. We recently had Russell Gilbrook of Uriah Heep and Peter Erskine of Weather Report and Steps Ahead, and again, both drummers, and really great conversations. They were very gracious with their time and answering questions and whatnot. And next month, we have Roger Earl of Foghat coming on. So if you aren't a premium member yet, don't worry. Go to our website, drumtalktvbrilliance.com, and sign up for a premium membership. You can use either the code to get 25% off, DTTVBLD9, until that expires September 1st, 11:59 p.m., or get 6 months free by using the code DTTVBApril until that code expires on Sunday, September 7th, 11:59 p.m. Pacific. So, whichever deal you feel inclined to use, you got a couple options there.
Yeah, I like the one that says April in it personally. That one's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I wonder why.
All right, man. The membership site has so many other great perks for premium members, including the Drum Talk TV Ambassadors Program. Premium members refer people with a code for them to use at sign up, and your reward is $10 per sign up. Here's Dan to explain it. Check it out.
Hey everybody, Dan here from Drum Talk TV and Drum Talk TV Brilliance. Hey, how would you like to make bank by being a premium member of Drum Talk TV Brilliance? It's easy. Like, you're a music fan, right? That's why you joined. How many other music fans do you know, right? So what if they got a discount for joining if you referred them and you got $10 for each one you referred? I mean, you'd pretty much have to be a doofus like this to miss out on something like that, right? Because being fellow music fans, we all know fellow music fans. So go ahead, invite your friends with your own code. We'll tell you how in a minute. But that way you can enjoy things like our live stream concerts, our fan Q&As with big artists, producers, and record executives, our twice-a-month game shows, and other fun things in Drum Talk TV Brilliance with your friends while giving them a discounted invitation, and you make bank. So there you go. So follow the link in this post. If you're not already a premium member, become a premium member. And if you are a premium member, you'll get an email real soon to show how to get your own invite code where you can tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends. Tell 20 friends. That's $200. Wait, what? You'd have to be like this to miss out on that. You're not like that, are you? Invite your friends. Let's have some fun together. Healthy escapism away from the nonsense and the drama and the craziness online on social. Join us, Drum Talk TV Brilliance. We're here for the fun of it. Oh, and at any time, you can become a premium member, refer your friends, and make some bank.
Right, so check that out, folks. Become a premium member and you'll be able to get access to that perk. All right, so we recently had 3 days in a row of content from Yes Shift, a podcast that Dad and I do, which we simulcast onto Drum Talk TV, and it's basically connected, and it covers the band Yes and the world of prog rock. So Saturday, Dad and I interviewed Tom Palmieri and Anne Rinaldi about the Prague Stock Festival happening this October in New Jersey. And Sunday, I chatted with Miguel Bass about the recent Chris Squire tribute, Play for Chris 11. That was a really great conversation, looking at a few of the submissions there. And on Monday, I talked about my vinyl copy of the Yes album Drama.
Nice.
On what was also Yes keyboardist Jeff Downs' birthday. And I will be talking about another record in my collection in an episode that'll go out on Sunday the 31st for illustrator Roger Dean's birthday. So it'll be a record where Roger Dean did the art. I've narrowed it down to a couple different options, but yeah, I'll get that done. And I think that one is going to be pre-recorded and then released, given the busyness of this weekend. So keep an eye out for that, folks.
That's totally cool. Yeah, and this past weekend, or Wednesday rather, on Drum Talk TV, Dan interviewed drummer Frank Zumo, known for his work with a few bands including Sum 41 and Electric Callboy. They had an insightful chat, and Frank even talked about a book he's releasing on November 11th, which touches on his journey and some mental health and self-help related topics. The plan is to have another chat with him around the time the book launches in November. Very cool.
Yeah, we're trying to work that out with him once he has his schedule figured out and we're able to like come up with the times and stuff. But yeah, so that'll be great. All right, so now we have to go into this next segment here.
Excellent.
And now a moment to acknowledge those who have passed.
Right, so let me...
And now a moment to acknowledge...
sorry, I thought I pressed pause on that. But yeah, so first up we have Joe Hickerson, singer, songwriter, and lead archivist of folk music at the Library of Congress, passed away on August 17th at a care facility in Portland, Oregon. Billboard reported that his partner, Ruth Bolliger, confirmed the news this week. Hickerson began his tenure at the Library of Congress in 1963, quickly becoming knowledgeable on collections of recordings, documents, and oral histories vital to performers and historians of the folk genre. His interest in folk came after seeing a performance by singer and labor activist Pete Seeger in 1948, and the two later became friends. Hickerson contributed 2 verses to Seeger's 1960 hit, Where Have All the Flowers Gone?, which was voted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2002. He was 89 years old when he passed.
Always love hearing that somebody had a full life like that, like Joe did. That's really good, though. Michael Antunes, legendary saxophonist of John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, passed away last week on August 19th. Parade reported his passing this week, stating he died of kidney failure just 9 days after his 85th birthday and 10 days after his final performance with the band. I love that he was performing late into life. That's awesome. The group shared the news on Instagram with a video of Antunes playing his solo from Tender Years. Starting his music career at just the age of 13, Antunes played for years before joining the John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band in the 1970s. Once he joined, he played a significant role in shaping the band's sound, driving them to international stardom. His saxophone was especially influential in making massive hits like On the Dark Side, one of my all-time favorite songs, by the way, which hit number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. His passion was clear even in his final performance, and the executive director of the venue, Patrick Norton, shared, once he got up on the stage, he really lit it up. The band's Instagram announcement said, in part, it will always be one of life's true gifts to have traveled the world over these many years within tunes. Inner circle of loving and magic on this amazing musical journey we've been blessed with. Wow.
Yeah, that's another one that got into his 80s and was still performing.
I love that.
Yeah, Dad and I have talked about this before, I'm sure, but when a lot of these musicians were performing in their 20s, we kind of wondered, did they ever think that they'd still be performing at that age, really late in life? And it's just fascinating to think about,
Yeah, I don't know about everybody else who's watching, but John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band had a huge impact on me. That movie, Eddie and the Cruisers, such a great movie, and John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band performed all the tunes for that. And so the sax was a very important part of that music. So sad to see that he's not with us anymore, but man, what a gift he had.
Yeah, definitely. All right, now we're going to talk about some music industry news.
Now let's see what's been going on this week in the music industry.
Yeah, there's always something going on each week with all the different bands and artists and such. And this bit of news was really hitting all the socials. It was like wherever I scrolled, there's just a post on it like every hour. So Taylor Swift fans everywhere are rejoicing at Swift's announcement this week. On August 26th, Taylor Swift posted photos on Instagram announcing her engagement to now fiancé Travis Kelce. According to Billboard, the caption said, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." And while comments have been turned off on the post, Swifties everywhere are celebrating. The pop star recently announced her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, due out on October 3rd. Fans online are more than excited, posting things like, "Taylor Swift just told the world she is engaged to be married, and you want me to work?" There have been no further announcements from the couple about when the wedding ceremony may be.
That's definitely been a huge shakeup in the music world. Seeing it everywhere this week for sure. It's nuts.
Yeah, and it even got to the point where I was seeing the news so much in my feed that I just went ahead and made a post being like, "So does anyone know what has Taylor Swift been up to anything new lately? Does anyone know?" Like,
That's
being a
awesome.
little facetious there.
That's awesome. Also happening, BTS member V pitched the ceremonial first pitch at a Los Angeles Dodgers game on Monday, August 25th, reportedly giving the traditional call, "It's time for Dodger baseball," ahead of time. Billboard reported that V also met Dodgers two-way superstar Shohei Ohtani and FaceTimed with Dodgers rookie Kim Hee-sung, who wasn't able to meet in person as he recovers from an injury. The BTS member also individually greeted the kids who ran to the field to collect autographs before the home game. BTS fans can expect new music from the K-pop group next year now that all members have completed their mandatory service in the South Korean military. Very cool. Wow.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
All right. And in honor of the life of the late Connie Francis, let me just put the photo of her there. Republic/Yumi is making much of her music available in a number of new formats, especially as her rediscovered song Pretty Little Baby became a trend on social media this summer. Billboard reported that Francis was the top female artist of the late 50s and early 60s, with breakthrough hit Who's Sorry Now and album Christmas in My Heart under her belt. Pretty Little Baby will become available today, August 29th, as a limited edition baby pink 7-inch vinyl single with Who's Sorry Now on the flip side. Her 1959 Christmas album will be released October 17th as an expanded CD edition with 2 bonus tracks, Blue Winter and Happy New Year Baby, along with 2 vinyl offerings in either standard black or lipstick red. Over 100 songs released between 1955 and 1960 are now available to stream for the first time ever in a series of singles compilations. Over the next few months, more of Francis's albums will become available on streaming for the first time ever, beginning with A New Kind of Connie on September 12th. Wow, 100 songs in 5 years. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's intense, man. And I also have to comment that I love that they're putting out vinyl a lot lately, and especially the colored vinyl. Of course, I'm going to love the baby pink, as a breast cancer survivor. Got to go with that, but also the red. It's amazing. It's very, very cool. Love all the vinyl happening out there.
Yeah, it's a great format.
Yeah. On Friday, August 22nd, heavy metal band Mastodon honored their late bandmate and co-founder Brent Hines during a performance at the Alaska State Fair. Hines passed away last week following a motorcycle accident in Atlanta. According to Billboard, drummer and vocalist Bron Daylor delivered a heartfelt message on stage after the set, saying, "We had ups and downs of a 25-year relationship. It's not always perfect. It's not always amazing, but we are brothers to the end. And we really loved each other, and we made a lot of very beautiful music together." Hines co-founded the band in 2000 with bassist Troy Sanders, guitarist Bill Kyler and Daler, and over their 25-year career, they have released 9 albums that charted in the Billboard 200. In March, Mastodon announced that Hines would be stepping away from the lineup. Mastodon's statement on Instagram read in part, "Our hearts are with Brent's family, friends, and fans. At this time, we kindly ask that you respect everyone's privacy during this difficult time."
Yeah, it's always tough losing someone, but we have the music to remember them by, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Amen.
All right. So next up, Golden, the hit song from Netflix global smash movie K-pop Demon Hunters, landed its 3rd week at number 1 on the UK's official singles chart from August 22nd. Billboard reported that the song, credited to fictional group Hunter X, became only the 2nd K-pop single ever to hit number 1 on the official singles chart, following PSY's 2012 hit Gangnam Style. Oh, I remember when that was just everywhere.
Yeah.
Which held the top spot for 1 week only. Another fictional group from the film, Sada Boys, holds the number 3 spot with Soda Pop and scored a 2nd top 10 spot with Your Idol at number 6. It's been a moment, but I actually did see this animated film. It's on Netflix, and it's a lot of fun. I don't normally listen to K-pop, although I have friends who listen to a lot of K-pop, but the songs that were in this movie, like I loved it. I thought the music was great, and the animation was great too. Kind of had like a Spider-Verse feel to it.
That's really cool. I mean, it's cool to be able to listen to a lot of different types of music, because you can get something from almost any kind of music there is out there, even if it's not like your thing. You know, being able to listen to different stuff and get something from it's pretty cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
So American metal band Deftones released their 10th studio album, Private Music, on Friday, August 22nd, for all the world to hear after building up the release for over a month. According to Billboard, the album features 11 tracks led by singles My Mind is a Mountain and Milk of the Madonna. The project is the group's first full-length single since 2020's album Ohms, which peaked at number 5 and became the band's 6th top 10 hit on the Billboard 200. The band prepped fans for the new album with a string of private listening parties in various cities around the globe between August 19th and 21st. And before that, they kicked off a North American headlining tour. They've already played Madison Square Garden in New York and Kia Forum in Los Angeles. Wow, staying busy.
Wow. Yeah, I think Kia Forum is where I saw Peter Gabriel sometime within the last couple of years. It's a pretty big venue.
Mm.
Yeah. Also, just real quickly, in the comments, Tori Dent McDonald says, "Hi, April," and that tuning in from Connecticut. Yeah. All right. So next up here, we have Ariana Grande announced this week that she will be going on tour in 2026 in support of her 2024 album, Eternal Sunshine, featuring stops in North America and ending with shows at the O2 Arena in London next August. Billboard reported that the star took to Instagram with a tour poster and the caption, "See you next year." Pre-sale for shows in the US and Canada will kick off September 9th next year, and pre-sale this year is when the pre-sale begins. I'm getting my years mixed up. And pre-sale for London concerts will start September 16th. Grande's last tour, like her most recent tour, was in 2019. It ended in December that year, sharing that she was hesitant to embark on another tour and felt comfortable embracing her acting career. Eternal Sunshine, released in March 2024, spent 3 weeks on top of the Billboard 200, marking her 6th number 1 on the chart, and 2 singles from the record went to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Grande will kick off her 2026 tour in Oakland, California on June 6th and end her touring time in North America on August 5th in Chicago, Illinois, before heading to London to play 5 concerts across the pond. Yeah, when I read this, and Shiley, thanks again for compiling all this info. But when I read this, I was like really surprised that she hadn't toured since
Same.
2019.
Yeah, I mean that she hasn't toured since before COVID.
Yeah,
Crazy,
and
man.
I mean, even with that taken into account, you still had bands and artists. They began touring again after lockdown ended and places were opened up again, within a couple years. But yeah, it's I guess like it says there, she was fine with her acting career, but I guess now wants to tour again, which I'm sure lots of people are happy about since it's been a while.
Yeah, but man, she's making a huge impact with her acting career. That's for sure. Lots of exciting stuff coming out. Seen a lot of it too. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, Wicked. I love that. Yeah.
I just saw the preview for the next Wicked film, and I just forgot what it's called, but I can't wait.
Yeah, it's Wicked for Good.
Wicked for Good. Yes, super stoked about seeing it. Yeah, she does amazing in that show. So really excited to check that out. All right, Bon Jovi is revisiting his 2024 album Forever, this time adding a spin with some notable friends. Parade reported that the Forever Legendary Edition record is due on October 24th, featuring collaborators Jelly Roll, Bruce Springsteen, Lainey Wilson, Robbie Williams, Joe Elliott of Def Leppard, and more. A new track version of Hollow Man featuring Springsteen was released actually today, August 29th, along with a new track titled Red, White, and Jersey. Bon Jovi shared in a statement that the band opted to give the album another shot because he was unable to tour and promote it due to a vocal cord surgery. Without the ability to tour or promote an album we were all very proud of, I decided to call on some friends to help me in my time of need. His statement read in part: originally released last June, Forever debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on Billboard's top album sales chart. And man, did you see the documentary, the Bon Jovi documentary?
No, I haven't had the chance to.
It's really, really amazing and intense. And honestly, I had no idea that he was, the nucleus for that band. Like, he was the person for all of it. I mean, his name is Bon Jovi, but I didn't realize he was the one who kind of set everything rolling and did all the business for everything. It's really, really quite amazing. Really great documentary.
Yeah, because a band could have someone's name in it, but you might not necessarily know if that person wears all these different hats, all these different roles for that band. So yeah, that's pretty fascinating there.
Totally.
And shout outs to more people in the comments. Let's see, Daniel, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Gia Michelle says, "Hey guys," and Philippe Lepere, I hope I pronounced that correctly, also tuning in. I don't have the translation for any of these. I think these might be in French, but yeah, thanks for tuning in to this show. All right, so now for our final closing segment here.
Here's a reminder of what's coming up soon on Drum Talk TV.
Alrighty, so remember, folks, to submit your videos to the 3 drumming challenges this month. The deadline is August 31st, 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Free members can submit 2 videos, and premium members can submit as many as they'd like. Not a premium member yet? No problem. Just go to drum@talktvbrilliance.com, hit sign up, and use either the Labor Day weekend code DTTVBLD9 to get 25% off, which expires Monday, September 1st, 11:59 p.m., or the 100% off for 6 months code DTTVB April, which expires Sunday, September 7th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific.
Excellent. And remember to mark your calendars and join us Tuesday, September 16th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for the music trivia game on the best live albums of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Visit our website, drumtalktvbrilliance.com. Go to the events page and RSVP so the link is sent directly to your email the day of the game.
All right. So that's it for now. And April, once again, thank you for joining us on this show. Like, it was really great being able to talk about all this stuff with you.
Well, thank you for having me, Stephen. Really appreciate it. I love the opportunity to promote our nonprofit Breast Cancer Can Stick It, our Drumathon event, and just to give people a big chunk of great news. Appreciate the opportunity, my friend.
Awesome. So with that, thanks folks for tuning in, and we'll see you all soon.